Welcome to Pandaorama.
My name is Elaine. I was born and raised in Shanghai, China, and I've spent a fair chunk of my life in different countries.
And I'm Zach. I'm from the States, but I spent 6 years living in China, where I learned the language and culture.
We're here to explore China in a way no other channel has ever before.
We're answering all the questions you've ever had about China.
And that is a look at Pandaorama, a YouTube channel all about China. And the guys behind it happen to be our colleagues here at CGTN America, Zach Danz and Lin join us now. So guys, what topics are viewers most interested in and what is trending in China? So Link, let's start with you.
Thank you, Elaine. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to cover topics that are trendy, which include like cultural stuff, you know, it can be food, cuisine, music, popular culture, anything that goes on the mind of the youngsters, we cover that. So we don't really have a limit as to what we try to feature.
And Zach, what are you seeing? How do you guys determine which topics to cover, what videos to do?
We have a broad range of things that we want to cover. See, with my experience living in China and Link being Chinese, we feel like the two of our perspectives together give us a lot of insight into what people in the US are misunderstanding about China. So sort of dissolving those misunderstandings is our main goal. And other than that, we like to show a lot of stuff that's trending and just interesting.
So I was taking a look through some of your videos and I realized that your food videos seem to be the most popular so far. Link, why do you think that is?
Well, actually, from the very beginning, Zach was a huge foodie. I mean, he still is. So, I mean, it's mostly his idea. He likes to, you know, enjoy Chinese cuisine, and that was like, okay, let's feature that. I myself am not such a big foodie, but you know, now that I'm in the U.S., I miss, you know, home cooked food very much. So why not?
And Zach, is there a particular type of food that you try to showcase, or do you look at regions? What is your favorite food?
Oh my goodness, Elaine, I have so many food video ideas. Just stay tuned for those because they're coming. You know, most recently we had a video that was about the top 5 spicy foods in China, and then we did the top 5 different types of dumplings in China. I want to talk about regional foods, other flavors of food, food that people in the US have no idea about, but China has such a rich, vast food culture. I want to highlight that.
I also saw that fashion makes up one of your videos, one of your more popular videos. And Zach, I want to ask you about one particular topic, dating in China. There's a video that's pretty interesting. Let's take a look at that and I'll get your reaction on the other side.
So when I lived in Shanghai, I used to live in an area called People's Square. There are some wonderful parks around People's Square. And one time I was walking around and there was an incredibly interesting display of older people, all with umbrellas, and on these umbrellas they had descriptions of their children, how tall they are, what their weight is, what their monthly salary is. In fact, this is one of the most infamous parts of Shanghai dating culture, the Shanghai marriage market, where parents come and they display their children and other parents walk around as if they're going through a store looking for a marriageable partner for their child.
So you don't need an app for that. Zach, you mentioned you lived there for a while. What was the biggest takeaway and why did you want to share this story?
Sure. Well, this story in particular I think is interesting because if you think about, as an American, what is dating like in China, you really have no concept for what it might be like. So, you know, we're just trying to give some insights as to things that happen and things that don't happen. So we're trying to normalize, but also highlight the things that are really different. And that's a perfect example.
And Link, really quickly, you have about 30 seconds left. I want to get your impressions. And of course, I'm going to put you on the spot here about your dating experience in China.
Oh. Well, I started dating at a young age against the will of my mother. You know, because for a Chinese mom, you're not supposed to date at all when you're in school. You should postpone that. Their philosophy is you should not date at all when you're before college, and you should immediately get married after college. So that gives you a very short window of opportunity to find your mate. So that's kind of crazy. And but you know, as a teenager, you always find ways to sneak around.
So are you single?
No, I'm married.
Okay. Link Lin, Zach Danz, we'll have to catch up with you another time. Thank you so much for introducing us to Pandaorama.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Elaine.